Hello, everyone. A warm welcome to our Me Vision conversation around purpose. I'm really excited with our guest today, a man who's very busy and who has found his purpose. Why are we doing this? We're actually mobilizing people across the world by countries, sectors, and levels who have found their purpose and successful leaders in the world. We're mobilizing them also by countries, sectors, and levels. And we're doing that so that we can raise the standard of leadership all over the world and much, much more. So with me today, I've got a special guest, Chaka Nkofo. Is the Africa Lead Partner Board Excellence. Works with boards across the continent, and it's wonderful to have him here today. Chaka, welcome.
Thank you very much, Adrian. It's nice to be here.
It's our privilege to have you with us. You are someone who has found his purpose. I'm going to do it differently today. I'm going to ask you to kick off with your purpose and then talk about how you discovered it and also a little bit broader about the importance of purpose. What is your purpose, Chaka, in life?
My purpose in life really is to be a transformational leader that contributes to making the world a better place. And this has been, to a great extent, been inspired by the founding father of the Basotho nation, King Moshoeshoe I, who was a student of leadership from one pioneering transformative leader and visionary, King Mohlomi, Chief Mohlomi.
Interesting.
So Chief Mohlomi literally transformed a young man into a global leader in King Moshoeshoe. So when you look at the type and leadership style, it's nuanced around transformation. And that leadership is so powerful that it changes, it leaves a legacy. As Lesotho is celebrating 200 years since its establishment as a nation in 200 years ago in 1824, when Moshoeshoe established at his fortress in Thaba Bosiu, literally translated the mountain at night. Because when you look at Thaba Bosiu, it's not really the highest places in Lesotho. I mean, we have one of the tallest mountains in Lesotho, Tabanantlenyana, which is the second highest in Africa, really, after Mount Kilimanjaro.
Mm.
So that tells you that there's something special about that place that protected Basotho even against, when you look at the Boer War, when literally Lesotho was being conquered, but it survived because of Moshoeshoe's prowess and leadership skills that emanate from the teachings of Mohlomi, where now he was able to put together all the clans and make a Basotho nation made out of many clans. People often ask me about my name. My forefathers and descendants are from the KwaZulu-Natal area. I'm named after the great king Chaka, Zulu, Mageba. So purpose really for me has always been about leadership, but not just leadership, but transformative leadership. One that really, I mean, we're talking about ESG, sustainability, impact. So transformative leadership is about working well with the people that you're with, even the people that you are leading. Make them feel at home, make them contribute even towards shaping you as a leader. So this resonated with me, I mean, from childhood. Wherever I have been, in circles that I have been, be it even at primary school, I was always trusted about something to do with leadership. In many circles where I am, I'm always trusted about a record. You know, I've been a secretary all my life. So even where we are meeting as a club, is whatever it is, I'm always entrusted with keeping a record and, you know, ensuring that everything is in check and we are aligned to the North Star.
Hmm.
So transformative leadership is purpose-driven leadership, because
Yeah.
the purpose is always legacy. What are we going to remember you for?
So your family history has played a big role in you discovering and living your purpose.
I believe so. My father formed one of the greatest bands Southern Africa has ever known, Sankomota. He was a drummer and he was a vocalist. So this says, at a very young age, he traversed and toured the world, but in his own way, in art. But he kept that band as one together as a formidable leader.
Mm.
But people never really saw him as the lead, but they saw everybody. But when you look at a band, everything gravitates towards the band. And in a band, to gravitate towards the drummer. In a band, the centerpiece that holds the nucleus of that band, that of everything that makes that band, is the drummer.
Okay.
So yes, in a long short, my family history has aligned and crafted my purpose. So
Chaka,
it's always aligned,
oh,
and I believe everything is aligned. So yeah,
Chaka, tell us. So it seems like from childhood you were destined and you felt something. Okay. Uh, did your actual purpose dawn on you at a specific moment in time, or was it just a slow progression? When did you become clear, and how did you become clear about this purpose of being a transformative leader?
I became clear, not very clear, but I would say around 2015, when I actually joined a board where within that board, as one of the youngest, as the youngest board member, actually influenced that we join Institute of Directors South Africa and subscribed. And you'll never believe that that moment gravitated towards most SOEs and most corporates in Lesotho solidifying membership for their boards with Institute of Directors South Africa, IODSA.
Hmm.
Whilst there, I then appreciated corporate governance and aligned with the ethos as articulated in King 4. The moment of clarity came through to me when I embraced King 4.
Hmm.
King 4 is underpinned by a philosophy of effective ethical leadership.
Hmm.
So that for me really was a moment in time. And actually in 2015, I met with Mervyn King and had a personal engagement with him, where I still have a photo where in that personal engagement, I didn't think I would hear Prof. King saying to me, no, man, forget about anybody that's going to help us take a picture. Let's just take a selfie, you know? So for me, it resonated with my purpose that exactly what I'm saying, transformative leaders are easy to access, easygoing.
Hmm.
And, you know, so since 2015, since that moment of meeting Mervyn King, I really embraced good corporate governance. And I said, I aspire to be like him. and to really put my heart and soul in my craft and my calling and align with everything. And when you look at King, all the iterations have influenced how the world today, even the ESG agenda, it comes from there. How the world today views good corporate governance.
Yeah.
So I was reconnected with my purpose when I was appointed associate partner at Board Excellence in 2022, following my short stint as CEO of the Lesotho Institute of Directors.
Mm.
And I must say, Adrian, clarity came through the process when I identified my North Star. My North Star was, in order for me to be seen as an authority in good governance, corporate governance particularly, I should receive and be a holder of the upper echelons or the highest credentials one can get, which is Chartered Director designation.
Mm.
I went through that long, grueling journey, which was contained in Prof. Pami, the CEO of the Institute of Directors South Africa, when she delivered a message of support when I, serving as the CEO of the Institute of Directors Lesotho, led the launch of the Mohlomi Corporate Governance Code, which is Lesotho's first corporate governance code.
Well done.
That was launched in September 2021. And Pami narrated my journey, which was really a very difficult journey to acquire this designation. And I literally sweat, blood, sweat, and tears to be recognized as and designated as a chartered director. Interestingly, one of the last hurdles is when you sit in a panel of chartered directors. It's called a peer review, where now they go and see you and assess you and try to see themselves in you as one of them. So my initial attempt, I failed in 2018. At that very stage, I was told I lacked trust. I wasn't reflective of a chartered director.
Wow.
But trust you me, because I am driven by purpose to acquire this designation. It is not just a cherry on top or something for me that is fancy that I want to, shine about it. But for me, it represents and aligns with my purpose.
Yeah.
And I always know people would want to see if you are recognized as a thought or authority in a particular area. That's why in the academic world, people will gruel and sweat, blood, sweat, and tears to get a PhD and publish articles to ultimately become a professor of something.
Mm.
So because of purpose, you can achieve and aspire to get whatever you want.
Mm.
You will get it because you are purpose-driven.
Purpose-driven. I can see that your purpose has driven your decisions and your motivation in life. And maybe let's just end this short conversation with a thought from you to people out there of why it's important to find your purpose and what they should do to find it. How hard should they work at it? What should they do? Any comments to those who want to and they are seeking their purpose? What would you say to them?
I will borrow the philosophy or the work of one author that I follow his work because his work resonates with my purpose and the things that I do. His name is Simon Sinek. He has published a book called Start With Why.
Yeah.
And really, the message for me, he has captured it very well in that book, that it's not about what you have. It's not about, the most important thing is to know why.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? Why are you always drawn to certain things? Because sometimes our destiny invites us, calls us. And you know how you will know that you're within your purpose. Things occur seamlessly when you do certain things. There is no resistance. You always get destiny helpers. I didn't go out and seek this interview, Adrian, but I was invited. So that is what I want to leave my message, that your purpose and your gift, your purpose really is your gift. So I'm a firm believer. I believe in God. I always say, even to my mentees, believe in something. So as a Christian believing in God, there's a scripture that says your gift will open doors for you. It will make you meet with the people you would never have thought you would meet in your wildest dreams. For instance, I'm now a lead partner at Board Excellence. I was offered associate partnership in 2022, and it was offered in a virtual engagement, just as I'm sitting with you today, Adrian. My managing partner, Kiran Moynihan, we met through LinkedIn, through just direct message, invitation to connect, and from then on, we've been engaging. And ultimately, we worked. He's based in Island Cork, and I'm in Maseru in Lesotho. But we worked from the 7th of April, when I first wrote him a direct message on LinkedIn, until the 22nd of September, when he offered me associate partnership, which ultimately this month, your purpose will always, when you are aligned with purpose, you will always find things to have synergies, synchronicities, and alignment. Then you must know you're in your purpose. I was promoted to full partner at Board Excellence in 2024, effective the 1st of March 2024. Today, finally, we are having this interview, Adrian, which we've been trying to arrange to find time to get to for the past 2 weeks. But finally, before this month could end, here we are. And do you know what this month signifies to Basotho?
Tell us.
It signifies the celebration of the founding father, King Moshoeshoe. Unfortunately, this is the month when he died. And we celebrate Moshoeshoe's Day in March. Right? So I said, my purpose is inspired by who? By him.
By him.
So as I close, in celebration of my 1-year anniversary as an Africa lead partner at Board Excellence, with a huge mandate to serve Africa, I'm having this special interview with you, Adrian. So I'm aligned to my purpose. If you find your purpose, you'll find that things will always add up and things are interconnected. You don't have to work hard and sweat too much because, or worry. Things will find you and they will find you where you are.
And if you do work hard and you do sweat, then you enjoy it because it's all towards your purpose.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Precisely. yeah. Of course, you wouldn't feel like you're working hard when you're in your purpose or in your gift because you get passion driven.
Mm.
I break protocols, Adrian, when I'm engaged in important engagements like this ones. I even forget that I'm time bound.
Mm. Yeah, that's
You
how
know.
in your
So
zone.
sometimes I even have to set an alarm to remind me to go fetch my 3.5 year daughter from school because I've been in this work that I lose myself.
Mm. Well, it's been a privilege to chat with you, Chaka and Nkofo, Africa Lead Partner Board Excellence. Thank you for sharing your purpose with us and some tips and just inspiring people to find their purpose. I can feel you're in your purpose. You're in that zone, and I know what it feels like. So I'm with you there, and we appreciate your time. Thank you for spending it with us.
Thank you very much, Adrian.